Yeah, it's Saturday morning. I decided to come anyway. I wanted to show you this T-top that I want to stick on this car. As I said before, this is the special edition, but some of them came with hearse tops. But the more I talked to people and read about it, they leak like a sieve, and they're almost. I don't even know if you can find the parts. I mean, you can. I might be able to find the T-top, and I might be able to find the glass. But as for the weather stripping, I'm just not sure. So anyway, I picked this up last weekend. I think it was last weekend. I've been pretty busy, and it came with the trim. That's a little busted. I'm gonna have to get new trim, but at least it's together. I can see how it goes together. That's been my biggest battle. How do things go together? Oh, and I got my shocks. I got new shocks last night. You know, I'm not buying this stuff. I'm not buying this stuff because I want to. I'm buying it because it was just worn out. The gas tank was leaking. All the ball joints were all worn out. The bushings were worn out. The bearings were worn out. Here's the old shocks. Let's see, where are they? Trying to find them. I don't know where they are, but they're wasted. Oh, they're over there. There's two of them anyway. Those two don't look that bad, but the other ones, I don't remember where I put them. Anyway, the real reason I'm here today is, as I said yesterday, I put this on a tripod. Just bear with me. Let's see. There we go. I bought this Harbor Freight, I've shown it before, but I bought this Harbor Freight. Again, I'm looking through this little teeny viewfinder. Oh, one more thing I wanted to say first. You know, I've been uploading videos. It's kind of cool to look back to see what you did. I mean, that's the real reason I'm doing it. And maybe it'll help a few people. But I also found I made a video where I had music playing in the background from Pandora. And they took it off because they said I was copywriting. I think they put it back on, I'm not sure. Because I've been busy. It's kind of weird, I mean. Anyway, so the problem with this, I've been using the other Sandblaster, the ground unit, for bigger things. And I like the other one better, to be honest with you. It's just that it's messy. It gets in your hair. Let me zoom out. Gets in your hair. Gets all over the place. And then these gloves. And then this thing gets foggy and dirty, as you can expect. But anyway, today I'm going to try to try to get it. When the wife bought me that tool couch, she bought me this vacuum. If I can get that here. She bought me this vacuum at the same time for my birthday. My other one was worn out. I mean, it was like the other one I bought in 2005. We remodeled the whole 3,600 square foot house, and then I used it out here, and it finally gave up. So it's a Craftsman. I'm not sure what it cost. I forget. 60, 70 bucks, 50 bucks. I'm not sure. So I'm gonna try. These two plugs came with the sprayer. There's a hole over here, and there's a hole back there. So I guess that'd be like intake and exhaust. I guess I should show you that. And then I'll switch it off and try to figure out how to rig it up. I mean, it'd be a waste of time. It'd be a waste of time for me, or for you, for anybody, because I'm just going to be trying to figure it out. So there's this hole. Let's get a switch for light. I'm just going to keep this on a tripod, so it's going to be an ugly picture. As you can see, there's a, I guess it's an inlet or an outlet. So I'm going to see if I can rig this into that to suck out the dust, so it won't accumulate as much on the inside of this glass. And I guess that's it. Let's see. Oh, and I was never able to get sand to blow through here, so I went out and bought the glass beads, which kind of pisses me off because that stuff is expensive. But there is a video where a guy remodels it and puts a valve down there similar to the way the way this other unit works, and I'm not going to do that right now. Again, I'm picking up the tripod. Let me see, I'm going to adjust this. Tripods are not the easiest thing in the world to use. Come on. Anyway, there's a valve down there. So you should, this one guy did, he basically put a valve at the bottom. Which you can see, if I can adjust this, would go on the bottom there. instead of having that tube they use, that you stick down in the sand, or the media material. Like this. And this is how it came. And this hose is junk. I mean, that one over there has got a nice rubber hose. It doesn't kink. This one does kink. And the reason I'm doing this is because I said yesterday I took the rear end in to get, wish I had a remote control for this. I think on some cameras you can get a remote control for your phone. Anyway, so I took the rear end in, as I said, just to because I wanted the rear disc brake pieces off of the rear end that came out of that donor car. But I also wanted to have it rebuilt, just in case. Again, I think I could do that myself. I've never done it, but it's basically just you need a few extra tools. You need a dial indicator, and you got to buy the parts. And again, I think I would save about $400. I got so many tools. I'm tired of buying tools. When's the next time I'm going to rebuild a rear end? If I do it again, I'll buy the tools. But this is pretty overwhelming. There's gas tanks and springs and front ends and painting and sandblasting and wiring. I just needed a break. As you can tell, I'm kind of wound up. I've got so much going on. I have trouble relaxing. So that's it. So yeah, I'd say when you start getting not everybody gets wound up, but when you do start getting wound up, especially at my age, 63, going on 64 this month, you need to slow down and relax. My whole life I've been like a battleship, and now that I'm retired and I gain this gut, I gotta be more careful. Okay, I just turned the video out 15 minutes ago, but anyway, I cleaned up the shop, but then I figured this out. For my old vacuum, I had these bigger pipes. The new ones are smaller. So I cut a piece off of, well, I grabbed one of these and I noticed this fit in there. So I cut a piece off of there. And then I had this piece. And that fits on that end. But when I reverse it, because it narrows down, it won't fit on there. So I'm just going to sand this a little bit with my sander. I could probably heat it up and shrink it, kind of press it in, but I'll try this first. So I'll make sure I do the right end, this end. Sandpaper shop. You know, I'm all for American-made tools. All my good tools are American. Well, you know what? I don't know that anything's made in America anymore. But if it was, I'd buy it. But some of the stuff, it's so cheap. They brought everything back and stopped making stuff in China and Japan and Taiwan and Indonesia and all that. You'd be forced to buy this stuff. Wages would go up. Sorry, I'm control thinking and doing this. Okay, this end. Thinking and talking. A little bit more. This side goes there. It's kind of weird looking, but I'm only going to use it when I use it, but it works. So when I'm not in use, I just take this off and set it right there. And that works. You know, funny thing is, when I was young, I didn't drop nothing. I was a natural athlete. So we used to have games where we'd stand like 10 feet apart, maybe 15 feet apart, throw the football on each other as hard as we could, and catch it every time. Anyway, it's funny though, my hands are starting to drop still. It didn't help that I cut the tip off this last year, 2 years ago when I was working on a cat boat. Numb right on the tip, wherever you try to pick up something. Anyway, I'm just being honest. That's how I made it work. This has nothing to do with the car, but as I was getting ready to throw away these old parts from this old vacuum, I found that I had this piece. I had made when I was working on my house. I needed to get way down below the floor. And So these two parts I can't use, but this. That almost fits, so I could tape that. So I think I'll save this. And maybe cut that off. I guess that was to go onto here. Anyway, yeah, I try to repurpose things when I can. But I can't make metal. I mean, I can't make shocks and all that. Okay, getting ready to sandblast again. Took the two best axles out of the two rear ends. And here's the, I'm going to sandblast the calipers and the dust shields off the 79 to put on the 76. And this is to remember for these dust shields which side is right. This is the right side. See, it's tilting to the left. This 4-bolt pattern. And the left side is pointing to the right, and it says left front, right rear. Okay, here's the sandblasted parts. Took about 2 hours. And then I just swept up the sand and refiltered it. Ended up with 2 buckets. I started with 3, ended up with 2. Now I'm going to pressure wash it with soapy water, and then let it dry in the sun, and paint it. Okay, I painted one side. I'll let it dry. The calipers were gold, but you know, because of oil and tar, they don't stay that way. So like I said, it's paint everything black underneath the car. Okay, I'm going to talk about drive shafts here. Trying to get this camera to focus. Can't tell if it's focused or not. So anyway, I'm going to reverse this. So I didn't know this. You know, I told you I took my rear end in to get the gears switched out of one set and put in the other, and the disc brake caliper connection, that 4-bolt I think I showed in the video yesterday. Anyway, we're talking about drive shafts. So this is the one that came off the donor car that this guy had hopped up to make it like a drag car, I think. And this is the one that came off the stock, as far as I know. This is the stock drive shaft. But this guy, the guy down in the transmission shop, took one look at it and he says, this is more of a race. These are more race fittings than these. And I'm going, why? And he says that, you know, this is a press fit in, and you can see this is just a clip. And he says the way to take this apart, I go, well, how do you press it apart? And he says, you got to heat it up, and this stuff will squirt out. Now, I don't know what that means. I've never even heard of that. But that's what he said. And And I was wondering if these were the same, because one of them, because it was a different transmission and a different rear end. But it turns out that, again, I'm just talking. I don't really understand all this. There's so many things to understand. But you can see they are. Let me line up. Right now I have these lined up. These, I don't know why I can't think of the term of them. I can't. So they do line up. Pretty damn close anyway. This lines up, that lines up. This lines up. Yeah, I guess that lines up. This is the same, that's the same. So even though they appear to be different, they're not. Just looking at it, I think this is a little bit thicker. Also, he said on a full race, that would be a solid cup. I guess that's a grease fitting, but I don't see any. I mean, a grease holder, but I don't see any place to put how to get grease in it. I guess you pack that. Yeah, part of old age is I forget things. I can't remember the U-joints. That's for some reason that just slipped my mind. So anyway, I think I'm gonna pressure wash this today. I mean, that'll be the last of the drivetrain to clean. Is these U-joints, and I cannot do it myself. I don't have the tools, and as I was saying, I don't want to keep buying tools. I mean, there's a video I did not upload. I'm in the backyard, just staring out into the trees. The brake lines that I ordered from Classic Industries, the gas lines, at least the first one, it did not match the existing at all, where it wraps around the tank. I might still upload that. It's such a depressing video. Yeah, I'm so irritated that I was kind of embarrassed to upload it, because I watched it myself. So I got a neighbor. That's my only neighbor. I'm on top of a hill, about, I'd say 50 feet up. He's about maybe 100 feet up. He's about 20 feet below. Funny thing about living out here rural, I mean, we're not that rural, we're just out of town, is that everybody is private. You know, if you live in a tract home, everybody talks to each other and you walk your dogs and all that. Up here, they don't do that. In the background, I can hear some dogs barking. I don't know if you can hear that. Anyway. Oh, one other thing. I've been asking, trying to get the answer to this. This is the coil spring isolator. And it calls for one. So the question came up, where does the one isolator go? Does it go on the top or does it go on the bottom? Now, you think that would be a simple question. I searched forums, I searched trying to find the information. Anyway, this guy at the transmission shop says that it goes on the top. Now, why it doesn't go top and bottom? Got no clue. Oh, again, getting back to the gas lines. I'm just leaning against my truck bed here. I can't use the lines, so I'm going to have to buy the tools, and the tools are not cheap. I mean, you know, they came with some bends in them, but the bends are wrong. So that means I gotta straighten the bends, and I'm looking online and they have tools to straighten the lines. By the way, this guy's brother just died, and you got about a whole bunch of Hondas. You can't see it, but behind that motorcycle, you can see a wheel, but behind that, directly behind it, is like 10 fuel tanks lined up. So now I'm contemplating what to do about the fuel lines. I mean, I'm gonna have to fix them, but I can't, like, I'm hemorrhaging money right now. And I mean, I gotta do it, and I can do it. It's just that I'll probably never use these fuel line tools again. The most expensive one is, well, I like to straighten out the lines. And I saw this tool they have where it's got like 4 wheels, you know, whatever the line size is. 4 wheels on top, 4 wheels on bottom. You just pull it through and it straightens it out. The bending tool, that's relatively cheap. A flaring tool, you know, I flared a long time ago. I can't find my cheapo flare. They have a real good one by Eastwood, but it's $250. So I'm just contemplating what I'm supposed to do. Right now it's about 9 o'clock, 9:30 in the morning. I got up because it's cooler here. It's really weird. You can see it's overcast. And then it turns 90 later on. 90 in the shade. Anyway, enough babbling. I gotta get going. Okay, through the miracle of video, I got this dry shaft sandblaster. Again, I use this sandblaster. This is the best sandblaster for bigger things. It's a lot faster. So I lose about a bucket of sand, like I said before, because it blows away and it's too much trouble to sweep it all up. Can't see through the viewfinder. Had the cap on again. So I sandblasted it, just washed it with soap and water with a pressure washer, then rinsed it off with water, then blew it off with air until it was dry, then put it out in the sun, just like before. And if it gets any nicks or scratches, I can touch it up, no problem.